So Sam, you're moving on from Ulster Rugby. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came to that decision?
Yeah, sure. It's been a personal decision more than anything. I've been here a year and a half now. Loved every minute of it, but at the same time, I'm probably not playing as much rugby as I'd like to. We've got a small window of time to play professionally, and so my window might be closing a little faster than some of the other boys. So, yeah, I just need to challenge myself elsewhere and get back on the pitch.
And you're heading to North America. What are your plans there, and are you going to keep playing rugby?
Ideally, yeah, that's the plan, to play rugby. My fiance's out there. We got engaged about a month ago now, so that's another sort of decision as to me heading there rather than heading back to Australia. Rugby's in its early stages over there, but it's definitely growing sort of rapidly. So there's still a fair few uncertainties as to the structure and the makeup of the competition. It was in its first year last year, so they're moving into their second year. But speaking to coaches and a few other people out there, it might go ahead, it might not. So it's a bit of a gamble on the professional side of rugby, but at the same time, there's a decent club competition over there, and something that I'll look to sort of develop, not just playing, but also move into coaching. I mean, Americans love sport, and people over there are only starting to get their heads around rugby, and as a result, it's growing pretty quick.
Yeah. You've been here for about a year and a half. Have you enjoyed your time in Belfast?
I've loved it. I probably didn't expect to love it as much as I have. I'm from just outside of Canberra in Australia, which is also a small city, and there's definite similarities between Canberra and Belfast. So it's been a great city to live in. The people are amazing. The boys here at the club, I've forged some really good friendships, and lifelong friendships definitely. So that's probably going to be the hardest thing about leaving, is leaving behind the group of players here who I've come to know and love pretty closely. There's a really good camaraderie between the boys. There's no big egos. There's no superstars that think they're better than everyone else. Everyone's down to earth. There's not one bloke that I don't get along with. We have fun at training. We have fun off the pitch. There's just always a bit of banter going around. But yeah, I think there's nothing but success for them, this year and beyond.
And are you going to keep an eye on how the boys are doing?
Of course, yeah. We had a bit of a rough patch there for a few weeks, but coming off the win against Cardiff and then Clermont at the weekend, which I thought was probably the best game we've played in the last couple of years. It was exciting, and I think the boys who have showed promise early in the season really blossomed. And I'll be up at some ungodly hour on Sunday morning in America watching the second leg, which I'm confident we can do the double on them and really springboard into the rest of the season. We've sort of needed this to get back on track and give ourselves the belief that we're still a force to be reckoned with, and we're definitely going to be challenging for silverware come May.